Hey friends, come on in, take your shoes off, have a seat, and consider staying a while by clicking that subscribe button. So I am filming several videos today, so if you see another one and I'm wearing this outfit, please know I do change my clothes. I just tend to film several videos in one day, and we're doing a lot today, so that's why. For coming to this video to learn how to garden, it's not it. I guess I'm more making this video because I see so many people online say like, oh, I don't know how to garden, or, you know, I'm stocking seeds, but I don't know what to do with them and stuff. And I just want to say it's okay if you don't know what you're doing. You don't have to be this big expert on it. If anything, I want to show, like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm still trying, and that's what we need to be doing. And it's okay to like fail, and that's how we learn best. At least that's how I've always learned best. So that all being said, last year, and actually last 2 years, we have raised garden beds out back because we do live in like a suburb area. And hopefully you guys know our dream is one day have a homestead, but I don't have a ton of land to garden. Well, the things that I grew, I know are very easy to grow. And so I just threw those in the garden. I didn't like do any of these like seed pods or anything last year. And I think that's my issue on some of the other plants. And I don't even know if that's the issue. Like I said, this is gonna be a trial and error thing. So I have a few things like cucumber, bell pepper, tomato. My tomatoes did okay last year. I don't say I got a bunch of them, but I wanted to start off, I think that's all I'm doing, yeah. I wanted to start these off in trays and see if I could get them to actually A, grow, or B, get like more of them growing. And it is May 1st today, so I'm gonna go ahead and plant these. I've never done one of these either. I bought one of these, and there goes some of my seeds. I've never done one of these, like, it's like a Jiffy self-watering greenhouse kit. Never done one of these, but I'll be interested, like I said, to see if they work. And obviously, if someone out there who's new to gardening, you can learn from my mistakes if this doesn't work. But I'm gonna go ahead and plant some of these, get these going. Like I said, it's May 1st, so by the end of the month, they'll be ready to go in the ground. That's usually when our last frost date is. So yeah, so I just thought I would bring you guys along, show you what I'm planting today, and I'll actually get some of your advice too. If you guys think this, if you are professional gardeners and you do think this works, let me know. I know a lot of people start their seeds early, so I have some warm water here. It said that I needed that first. Yeah, so we want to put water in this first, and I guess these will expand. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour these in. Eventually, I would love to actually have a greenhouse. Because I know in the end it does save money. They're just so expensive to put up. Obviously we don't have the land for greenhouses and stuff right now. So hopefully one day on this channel, once we get our homestead, you guys will see me out there planting. But I've heard these work okay. We'll see. Supposedly I'm supposed to let these set and they're supposed to expand. So I'm just pouring water in here. I know that got the mat wet. It says to keep adding water till they expand, so. Oh, my seeds keep blowing everywhere. My dogs are going crazy. This is one of the nicer days. It's actually snowed the last few weeks, so they are loving this nice weather. Just showing you guys what I'm looking at now. You can see some of these are starting to get a little, they're expanding a little bit. I hope my water was warm enough. Well, that's all the water I brought out. looks like you can see these have expanded up. Can you hear me okay? Everybody is outside doing yard work and it's super loud, but my next step is, so these have expanded up and you can see there's like this netting around it and it said to pull back the netting. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If you guys don't watch, which I'm sure you do if you're watching this channel because I'm a very small channel, Ice Age Farmer, he's been talking a lot about how like Bill Gates and the government and stuff is actually trying to like stop people from being able to like raise their own like animals to eat and grow their own food. I think I'm gonna do a video on that eventually. I just haven't done my own research enough on it. But that's really scary. And I think that's why it's really important to prep and grow your own food. Now, that being said, it doesn't have to be an end of the world situation. Like I said, these food prices are going up and some of us might not be able to afford certain items we used to, and that could be fixed very easily by just growing our own food. So I don't think prepping has to be like, you don't have to be a prepper for the end of the world. Like, you don't have to, if that's not your thing, or if you don't think something's gonna happen, that's fine, but something always will happen. Like maybe you will lose your job, or maybe inflation will keep going up. If, like I said, if you didn't see my last video, right now watermelon at our store is $8, and it was $14 for a package of lunch meat. So prepping isn't just because you think like a zombie apocalypse is gonna happen. You're just preparing for times where uncertainty is there. So I just wanted to add that in here and just encourage you, just try. You don't even have to do this extensive of a garden. Just like try growing herbs or try some, something, and just kind of get your feet wet with it and see if it's for you. But I do think it's so important because with the way prices are going up, I'm just scared a lot of people, like, I mean, I care about you guys, you're my family, and like I'm scared people aren't going to be able to feed themselves. So I definitely think garden is really, really important as a life skill and just to have as a backup in case the grocery store isn't there, All of these netting peeled back. Again, I'm so sorry. My neighbor's like taking down their trees and they like got like a wood, not splitter, like shredder thing, and it's like super loud. So sorry, I hope you can hear me. So one of the things I learned from gardening my first year was that my first year I was like, oh, I'll just plant these and I'll remember what's what and it'll be fine. I didn't remember what anything was, so I didn't know if anything was like growing correctly or what was what, and it just made it so hard for like harvesting and taking care of it and stuff. So I'm gonna get smarter. This year I'm definitely gonna label my garden, but I'm also, on the side of this I have a Sharpie and I'm just gonna mark what is what in this tray so I know. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with my cucumbers. That thing is so loud. I feel like anytime I go to film outside, like I feel like my neighbors know and they're like, okay, it's yard work day. I'm just kidding. So I'm just planting these seeds in. I'm doing my cucumbers first. I got my peppers here. I'm gonna go ahead and start in on those, and I do have the side labeled. Pepper seeds are always so tiny. I always forget about that. So I'm gonna put my tomato seeds in. I do have 2 extra rows, so I'm gonna add in some carrots in here because, like I said, I wasn't successful growing those last year. So I'm hoping with starting it out in here, they will grow. And last up, it said to put this lid on. So it's basically like its own little greenhouse. And then it said to stick it in a non-sunny area to start out with, but it's actually, the sun's not been out too terribly much today. So I think I'll just leave it out here, and then I will bring this in tonight so they don't freeze. Now to show you, I marked the sides and the row, so we will be sure to know which one is which. All right, so my seedlings are in. I am going to be planting like my beans. some lettuce, and I think I'm gonna actually try sweet corn this year, but I'm not gonna start that in a planter. I'm just gonna do that in my garden. So I will make a video over this, and I will definitely update you if this worked for me and if I actually get sprouts out of it and I actually get some veggies. But that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of my family, and just make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. It's free, it only takes a second, and it really helps my channel out, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.